Progress.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call to order the November 6, 2025 meeting to order. Please rise to pledge to the flag. And will please stay rise for a moment of silence for those who protect us home and abroad. Thank you. If everyone could please mute your cell phones, it would be appreciated. We have our liaison for the school committee here, Sandra Perret. City Clerk, could you please call the roll?
President LaFleur.
Here.
Roy. Arriaga. Brooks. Shane. Okay. Goff.
Here.
Valkier.
Here.
Krampitz.
Here.
Shumsky.
Here.
Kushane.
Here.
Labrie.
Here.
Pena Costello.
Here.
Shane might be here because we can't hear you, so he probably can't hear you at all.
I think he's on.
Shane, can you hear me?
I think he's on mute.
He is, but he didn't hear because it's very quiet in here.
Shane, you're on mute. Okay.
Okay. Here. 9 present.
Thank you. Councilor Arriaga is out for this evening on a function for her daughter. Okay, in compliance with the open meeting law, the City of Chicopee is broadcasting live and for future broadcasts this meeting on Chicopee TV. Is there anyone in the audience or on Zoom, video or audio taping this meeting? Please state your name and reason for doing so. Anyone on Zoom? No one on the floor? Okay. Seeing none, we will move into, I'm sorry, public input next?
Mayor's orders.
Mayor's orders, I'm sorry, mayor's orders.
You're not doing public input?
No, public input is after. It's
After mayor's orders.
Mayor's orders.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, don't ask me. This is the briefing. I got nothing to do with the briefing.
Go ahead, Mayor. You got the floor. Mayor's orders. I'm sorry.
Thank you, President Laflamme, esteemed City Council. I have 5 mayor's orders for your consideration tonight. I'll start with Mayor's Order 1. It's the appropriation of $25,000 to the following named account: Registrar's Expense Account for Special Services from the available funds in the Registrar's Passport Revolving Account. I know that our registrar is here, Barbara Galindo, and as you can see, Barbara needs some money transferred, and I'll defer to her for the annual census.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, councilors. Yes, what this is just we have $5,000 in our account that be able to cover any type of sending out mail of census that's mandated by the state law. So we're just asking if we can respectfully request a transfer to a special from the passport service account to a special service account to cover that money.
Any questions from the floor? Any questions from Zoom? Seeing none, we'll move on to Mayor's Order 2.
Just on that, there's not a better place to renew your passport than the Registrar of Voters here in the City of Chicopee. So thank you for what you do, Barbara. Move on to Mayor's Order 2. It's the appropriation of $65,000 to the following named account: Planning Expense Account for Special Services from the available funds in the Stabilization Fund. I know that our City Planner, Lee Pouliot, is joining us via Zoom. And this is a reimbursable grant, so you have to spend the funds from, and this is for digital equity implementation. And what we're actually going to be doing with this is creating a new public Wi-Fi network at Zott Park. Lee, anything you want to add?
Sure, thank you, Mayor. The council may remember many months ago that we actually accepted the grant award, but did not fund the project. Part of the digital equity grant program was that we create a digital equity plan for the city and submit a program proposal to MBI at the state level detailing how we would use our seed funds from the program. The initial award was up to $105,000. Based on our plan and the components of that plan, the final award for implementation of our seed projects was the $65,000 that you're being asked to appropriate this evening. In addition to installing public Wi-Fi at Zot Park, there are a number of other small-scale digital equity programs, continuing work that is happening at the Chicopee Public Library, at River Mills Center, and with other community partners. So if anyone has an opportunity to look at the plan, it includes continued programs to loan computer equipment to seniors and residents who visit the public library, and continued training and education programs that have been ongoing since the pandemic. So we're happy to have completed the plan and to have met the deadlines to tell MBI how we would like to spend the funding. As the mayor stated, it is reimbursable, which is why we have the appropriation request before you this evening.
Thank you. Any questions from the floor? Any questions from Zoom? Seeing none, we'll move on to Mayor's Order 3.
Be it ordered that the City Council and approved by the mayor that under the authority granted to them by the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 32, Section 103J, inserted by Section 19 of Chapter 188 of the Acts of 2010, to increase the maximum base to $18,000 on which the cost of living adjustments are calculated is hereby authorized. So I do have the chair of the retirement board who's here, Tim O'Shea, and he has actually handed out a document for all of you, which is some explanation, but this is a cost of living adjustment, and what it does, it's for the base, which is currently at $16,000, increases that COLA adjustment to $18,000 for fiscal year 2027, and I'm going to defer to Tim because he can give you a much better explanation. I just wanted to share that the financial team here in the city of Chicopee has already taken a look at this. I know that his board is in favor, and I think it's the right thing to do to take care of our retirees. Tim.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I passed out this sheet here. The retirement board would like to increase the COLA, which is the cost of living adjustment, from the base of $16,000 to $18,000 for fiscal 2027. Once approved, the $18,000 will be the new base. Right now it's $16,000. At the moment, the highest the retirement board can give for a COLA is 3% of $16,000. The board would like to raise that base to $18,000, which would give each retiree an additional $5 a month. Fiscal 2027, that's going to be the cleanup year for our unfunded liability. The reason I ran was to put us on a funding schedule also many years ago. We're going to be fully funded after next year, and I was hoping Tim Wagner would be here because Joe, he was our state rep when he walked it from because it had to be approved by the legislature, he walked it from the House to the Senate. So like I said, fiscal 27 is the cleanup year for the unfunded liability, which is $1,970,644, without increasing the COLA to $18,000. Now, if you increase the COLA to $18,000, it would be $6,947,865 instead of the $1.9 million. Now, a good part comes. Total appropriation in fiscal 2026, which we are in now, the unfunded liability was $18,987,000, and I missed the number there. It's $680. Total appropriation for 2026 was $22,494,269. If you keep the COLA base at 16, the appropriation would be $7,340,870. Should you approve the $18,000 as a new base, the appropriation would be $12,339. Still, a savings of almost $10 million because it will be fully funded. And whether you increase the COLA base or not, the fiscal for 2028, the appropriation would drop again down to $5.5 million. We would be fully funded, no more cleanup years in 2028, and it's just normal costs, which is as people work every year or raises, it would cover them for their pension.
Thank you. Is there any questions from the floor? Is there a question from Zoom? Seeing none, we'll move on to Mayor's Order 4.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Mayor's Order 4.
Mayor's Order 4, order that the City Council accept the donation in the amount of $1,000 from the Center of Martial Arts located at 450 North Washington Street, Belchertown, to the City of Chicopee. Said donation will be used for the fiscal year 2025 Spooktacular event and is accepted in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A. I just want to thank Ken Goodrich for his generosity. Our Spooktacular this year was actually spectacular. I didn't see one person who wasn't unhappy. Thousands of people came to Zot Park and really enjoyed an amazing night, and it's because of generosity from people like Ken Goodrich and the Center for Martial Arts that we're able to do these wonderful events and do them where they're free for everybody. So again, thank you, Ken, if you're watching, and to the Center of Martial Arts.
Any questions from the mayor on that? Any questions from Zoom? Seeing none, we'll move on to Mayor's Order 5.
Order that the City Council accept the donation of candy bags with a value of $40 from J Pallets located at 241 Chicopee Street to the City of Chicopee. Said donation will be used for the 2025 Spooktacular event and is accepted in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A and a half, 1.5, or A.5. Again, our Spooktacular was an amazing event, and it's because of the generosity of entities like J Pallets. So thank you for that donation.
Any questions from the floor? Any questions from Zoom? Any other comments, Mayor?
I do have a comment. Today, I was fortunate enough to go to the town of Munson to see the Lieutenant Governor, who was actually releasing all of the one-stop grants, and the City of Chicopee will be receiving $450,000 that is going to be used for the Uniroyal infrastructure in that area. We're excited to receive this grant and was there to personally for the reception. Many other communities were recipients of the grant, and we're very fortunate to be a part of that. On that note, I also will change gears a little bit, and I want to take a moment to just congratulate, commend, and wish them the best. They left it all on the field last night, and that's the Chicopee High boys soccer team. They beat Martha's Vineyard 3-2 in overtime, and it was a hard-fought battle. They will continue as Western Mass champs into round 2, which will take place at Zot Park on Saturday at 11 a.m. I encourage all of you and all the viewing audience to be there to cheer on the Chicopee Pacers as they vie for a Western Mass, for a state championship. And on that note, I'll also be remiss if I didn't mention Chicopee Comp football. They had an undefeated season this year, and they too are entering the state tournament. They are going to be leaving on Friday to play Kings Phillips Regional. And there's going to be a send-off rally starting at 2:20 from Chicopee Comp. I encourage everyone to come. We want to make this a memorable experience, and I'll say win or lose, we do it with dignity and a lot of pride here in the city of Chicopee. So go Pacers, go Colts. And I also take a moment to recognize the new city councilor-elects and the city councilors who ran unopposed. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I think that there's some wonderful things happening in Chicopee. We want to continue that progress, and I certainly want to do it together. So I want to work with every single city councilor, school committee member, all the other elected officials. I know we have a new city collector, Sandra Perrette, who's collector-elect. Congratulations to you on a hard-fought campaign, and looking forward to working with you too. Thank you.
Thank
and have
you.
a great meeting.
We'll now move into public input. Public input is limited to 3 minutes or less. Is there anyone in the audience here for public input?
Lisa Bienvenu, 34 Everett Street. Like the mayor, I would like to congratulate everybody who was elected on Tuesday, and I want to say my appreciation for everyone who ran, even if they weren't elected. That's the sign of a healthy democracy. I want to thank Clerk Rattel. Once again, the polls were run very professionally, and all of the poll workers. So that was a pleasure. the city council will be interesting after the first of the year because the makeup is going to change. And I think this might be the first time in the history of the city that there will be 4 women on the city council, which I think is very exciting that we have four women that are going to be on the council because it provides a different viewpoint. And this was a very interesting election cycle throughout the country, because I think what became apparent as we listened to the national races is that citizens matter. And if you think about, and I do think about the running of government as a Venn diagram, because I'm a little bit of a math nerd, and I think of the overlapping circles of elected officials and government and the citizens, and the sweet spot is where the 3 intersect. So it's not elected officials just working with government, it's the relationship with the citizens. And citizens have a unique role in our democracy. As it's been described, citizens possess the ultimate power in the system because the sovereignty rests with the people. And I think that was showed by the electorate in this country, that the people want to be heard what our problems are. And there's a lot going on in this country right now. I'm very thankful that there was a food drive this afternoon at City Hall. The mayor didn't mention it, but it was from 1 to 4. And that's hard for people who are working to be able to aid our fellow community members who might be feeling food insecurity right now. I just like to throw out there, I know other communities are doing it, and I would like to think that Chickie might think of having the libraries as a drop-off point for food that could be donated to the soup kitchen because there's more hours available. So that would be really helpful for people who are working during the day who want to help with that. Thank you.
Is there anyone else?
Julie LaRue. Julie LaRue, 58 Carew Street, Chicopee, Massachusetts. First of all, I would like to express my support for all the people who did work in the elections because they did a very good job. But I also would like to express my concerns about the election itself, location at Ward 5. I know that we had discussed it previously at the City Council and it was going to be downstairs. I was made aware by Keith Rattel today that he was unaware of the change until 2 days before. I think maybe we could have done something on the TV to just say that there would be a change, because for the people who have disabilities, walkers, wheelchairs, and have claustrophobia, the elevator, which is very narrow, was extremely difficult for them, and several of them who I had talked to previously had told me that they were uncomfortable doing it. So Keith did mention to me that they are looking for a change, so I want to honor that change and let them know that a good location would be a much better choice in the future to get more people to vote. Thank you. The second consideration that I'd like you to consider is, what are we going to do with our homeless when it is extremely cold? I'm not sure if you're aware medically, but it only takes you getting down to 35 degrees centigrade with inclement weather, and this can be problematic. That is leading to hypothermia. We have a lot of people who are homeless that live along the river, behind the library, along the river in Chicopee, over by my area as well, and I think we need to consider a location similar to what Holyoke and Springfield have done too, because if we think about it now, we have a chance to make a difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else for public input on the floor?
I'll address that if you want me to.
Is there anyone else on Zoom? Seeing none?
Motion to close
No.
public input.
Motion made and second to close public input. Roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
Whatever. It's,
You want to do it now?
yeah, it might, if you get a leave of the board.
Okay. The clerk would like to speak, so we're going to take speak. Someone want to make a motion?
Motion to allow the clerk to speak.
Motion made and second to allow the clerk to speak. Roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks? Brooks? Goff?
Yes.
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
Motion passes.
I just wanted to elaborate more on what Ms. LaRue had just mentioned about the polling location in Ward 5. Yes, she's correct. We were told after the primary that we would be back on the first floor. The problem at First Central Baptist Church is they've now rented the first floor to a school, which is good. The church makes some money from it. And the church has been great to us for many, many years. They love being part of the community. They donate the space to us, and we love being there. However, we understand change happens at times. So for the primary, we found out a few days ahead of time that they were moving us to the third floor. It's their building, it's their call. If the pastor wants us up there, then we're going to be up there. We were told by their office staff that for the general election, we will be back on the first floor. However, a day before, we were told by the pastor that we'd be back on the third floor. So understanding that that is, people might not like elevators, people who don't would have to use the stairs. And, you know, we have, for this election, only 14%, and there was still a little bit of waiting for the elevator. But can you imagine when we have a presidential election, when we have 70, 75% turnout showing up, there's going to be a line for this elevator on the first floor and on the third floor to come down. So I don't know if our relationship with First Central is going to continue. So I'm speaking to Councilor Balakir about some possibilities, and I've spoke with Councilor-elect Pasternak about some possibilities of moving some things around. I know Councilor Balakir, your ward was located at the old Chicopee High for many, many, many years. We moved it because of construction. When they made it DuPont School, it was all under construction, and we had to move you temporarily to the senior center. Councilor-elect Pasternak, right down the street from First Central is the new senior center. It's first floor, a lot of parking. It might make sense, and we'll continue the conversation with both of you. It might make sense to do a little switch. Put your ward back where it has been for many, many years, and put you in a city location where we call the shots. You know, we're not going to hear a day or two before that you're going to be on the third floor, the second floor, the fourth floor, be in a city building. So we'll continue to talk about that.
Sure.
And that's how everything unfolded.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Any communications?
No communications.
Any minutes?
No minutes. Busy
Okay.
with the election.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll now move into the mayor's orders.
Order that the sum of $25,000 being hereby appropriate to the following named account, Registrar's Expense Account for Special Services. Said amounts to be taken from the available funds in the Registrar's Passport Revolving Account.
Counselor Brooks.
Motion the mayor's order.
You're getting cut off, Shane.
Muted himself again.
Motion that the mayor's order be approved and passed through all stages on a written recommendation.
Motion made, second, the motion be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor. On the motion, please.
On the motion, self-explanatory.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff,
Yes.
Valkir,
Yes.
Crumpets,
Yes.
Chomsky.
Yes.
Kushein.
Yes.
Labrie.
Yes.
Piniac Costello.
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
Order that the sum of $65,000 be hereby appropriated to the following named account, planning expense account for special services. Said amounts be taken from the available funds in the stabilization fund.
Counselor Goff.
Motion that the mayor's order be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor.
Motion made second that the motion be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor. On the motion, please.
The $65,000 will be replaced with grant money. It will provide Wi-Fi to Zot Park, to the senior center, and also for senior programming, training on the computers.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Piniac Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
Be it ordered by the City Council and approved by the mayor that under the authority granted to them by Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 32, Section 103J, inserted by Section 19, Chapter 188 of the Acts of 2010, to increase the maximum base to $18,000, on which the cost of living adjustments are calculated, is hereby authorized.
Counselor Kushein.
Motion that the mayor's order be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor.
Motion made second. The motion be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor. On the motion, please.
This will raise the base from 16,000 to 18,000. Fully support that. I would have fully supported even more than that.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Piniac Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
Order that the City Council accept a donation in the amount of $1,000 from the Center of Martial Arts located at 450 North Washington Street, Belchertown, Mass. to the City of Chicopee. Said donation will be used for the FY 2025 Spooktacular event and is accepted in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A.
Counselor Shumsky.
Motion that the mayor's order be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor.
Motion made and second. The motion be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor. On the motion.
This is to accept a donation in the amount of $1,000 from the Center of Martial Arts.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Piniac Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
Or that the City Council accept a donation of candy bags with a value of $40 from J.P. Allitz located at 241 Chicopee Street. Said donation will be used for the FY 2025 Spooktacular event and is accepted in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 44, Section 53A and 1/2.
Counselor Balakir.
Motion that the mayor's order be received, passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor, and the donation be accepted this evening.
Motion made second. The motion be received and passed through all stages on the written recommendation of the mayor and the donation accepted this evening. On the motion, please.
On the motion, Mr. President, this is a donation of candy bags with a value of $40, and this is to be utilized for the 2025 Spooktacular event. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Piniac Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report with a motion to postpone from the Ordinance Committee. Be it ordered that the Ordinance Committee meet to define what overgrowth is in Chapter 243-38, overgrowth on land.
Counselor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received and sent back to the ordinance committee for a public hearing.
Motion made second. The favorable ordinance committee report be received and sent back to the ordinance committee for a public hearing. On the motion.
Yeah, unfortunately, wasn't able to coordinate this with Councilor Corshain, but I wanted to kind of get the ball rolling, so I wanted to have a meeting to at least get some input because it had kind of been hanging out there and waiting for some feedback from some of the departments. So essentially, it really falls under the health department, and Lisa Sanders submitted a copy of Section 105 CMR from the state health department that had definitions of overgrowth, and that is what she uses to cite folks. We also got some feedback from the engineering department and a little bit from the building department, but I know Councilor Corshain wanted to be involved in this, so we're going to send it back to committee so he can have some input on it, and working with him now to schedule a date that's mutually convenient, and we can have more discussion on it.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
Motion passes.
A favorable report from the Ordinance Committee, be it ordained by the City Council that the Code of the City of Chicopee for the year 1991 as amended, being hereby further amended as follows. Delete Chapter 169, Section 13C, and in certain place thereof, cardboard boxes.
Councilor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received, take its second and final reading, and be enrolled ordained.
Motion made and second that the favorable ordinance committee report be received, take its second and final reading, and be enrolled and ordained. On the motion, please.
This was an order filed by Councilors Laflamme and Roy. We did have, and Chomsky, sorry, didn't mean to leave you off, about how cardboard is put out for pickup. We had the DPW superintendent, Liz Batista, talk about it, and she was in favor of revising the ordinance, which essentially was to allow the cardboard to be put in a cardboard box, or if you had a single piece of cardboard, to put it up next to the recycling bin, that things didn't need to be tied up, like you wouldn't put string around one cardboard box to put it out on the tree belt. So, thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report from the Ordinance Committee to add to the following in schedule, parking prohibited, Bell Street.
Councilor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable amended ordinance committee, that the favorable ordinance committee report be received and take its second and final reading and be enrolled ordained.
Motion made second that favorable ordinance committee report be received, take its second and final reading, and be enrolled or ordained. On the motion.
Yeah, this was also amended in the committee to add the word northerly, so that the ordinance would read 10 feet northerly from a distance in front of 76 Bell Street. Councilor Balakir filed this order. It was, comments from engineering were in favor of it.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Councilor Balakir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, I just wanted to thank the Ordinance Committee. This was involving a situation where there was a constituent and they had a special needs child, and they were having trouble getting picked up at the bottom of their driveway. So it behooved me to file this motion, and I appreciate the help so that we can help these people out so that they won't have a problem with getting pickups or getting out of their driveway and having other cars out there. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report from the Ordinance Committee to add to the following in schedule, one-way street, Beauregard Court.
Councilor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received and placed on file.
Motion made and second favorable ordinance committee be received and placed on file. On the motion, please.
Yeah, we had, there was a discussion, this had been filed by Councilor Arriaga, and there was a discussion with engineering and DPW on this. They felt that DPW and engineering felt the first way to try and relieve this issue of people going the wrong way was to put do not enter signs at this section of road rather than trying to put it one way, because typically a one-way sign is usually up on top of the post and is a little more difficult to see. So they wanted to try putting in some signs that said, larger signs that say, "Do not enter," on this to prevent people from driving down the one-way street. So engineering will be moving, DPW will be moving forward with that. And so it was decided to just place this on file, and Councilor Arriaga can refile at a later date if it still is an issue.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Piniac Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
Favorable report from the Ordinance Committee to add to the following on schedule, isolated stop sign, Baltic Avenue.
Counselor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received, take its second and final reading, and be enrolled and ordained.
Motion made, seconded, that the favorable report be received from the ordinance committee, take its second and final reading, be enrolled and ordained. On the motion, please.
Engineering felt that this was warranted, so it was approved.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Piniac Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
Motion passes.
We have a favorable amended ordinance committee report to add to the following in schedule, parking prohibited, Charpentier Boulevard.
Counselor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received and the amended ordinance take its second and final reading and be enrolled and ordained.
Motion made, seconded, the ordinance committee report be received, take its second, final reading, be enrolled and ordained. On the motion, please.
After some discussion with engineering about this, they felt it would be better if it was reworded. So the ordinance was amended to say south side from Chicopee Street to a point 25 feet easterly thereof.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Counselor Kushein.
I just want to thank Doug Ellis for knowing his compass a lot better than I have lately, because it's the second time I've done easterly versus westerly, or vice versa. And fortunately, I sent a picture of where I wanted it, so he knew exactly what I was talking about that way. But thanks to him for being good with his compass.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie? Piniac Costello?
Yes.
8 yes, 1 out of chair.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report from the Ordinance Committee to add to the following in schedule, bus stop 563 Meadow Street.
Counselor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received, take its second and final reading, and be enrolled and ordained.
Motion that the ordinance committee report take its second and final reading, be enrolled and ordained. On the motion, please.
Engineering reviewed this as well as PVTA, and they felt the move was warranted.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie? Piniac Costello?
Yes.
8 yes, 1 out of chair.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report from the Ordinance Committee to add to the following in schedule, parking prohibited here to corner, Florence Street.
Counselor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received, take its second and final reading, and be enrolled and ordained.
Motion that the ordinance committee report take its second and final reading and be enrolled and ordained. On the motion, please.
Yes, engineering reviewed this, and they felt this would work.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie? Piniac Costello?
Yes.
8 yes, 1 out of chair.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report from the Ordinance Committee to add to the following in schedule. Parking prohibited here to corner, Florence Street.
Counselor Crumpets.
Motion that the favorable ordinance committee report be received, take its second and final reading, and be enrolled and ordained.
Motion that the ordinance committee report take its second and final reading and be enrolled and ordained. On the motion, please.
Engineering also reviewed this and felt it was warranted. This goes hand in hand with the previous ordinance. It's basically to extend no parking from here to corner on both sides of Florence Street.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Sue?
I'm sorry.
Yes or no on this one?
Yes.
Valkir,
Yes.
Crumpets,
Yes.
Chomsky.
Yes.
Kushein.
Yes.
Labrie.
Yes.
Pena Costello.
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report with a motion to deny from the zoning committee for a zone change application from residential A to residential C, located at 143 Royal Street for the purpose of a two-family converting to a three-family.
Counselor Balakir.
Motion to receive the permit, excuse me, let me start again. Motion to receive the unfavorable zoning committee report and to deny the zone change this evening.
Motion made and second that the unfavorable zoning committee report be received and denied this evening. On the motion, please.
On the motion, this is a zone change application from residential A to Res C for property located at 143 Royal Street for the purpose of a two-family conversion to a three-family. And in order to get a zone change, you need to go through the planning board, and they denied it, and we also denied it as well. We listened to neighbors on the street, and the properties on the street are predominantly all zone Residence A. Excuse me, we went along with the will of the people and the ward councilor, so we denied the zone change.
Thank you. Any other comments? Counselor Costello.
Thank you. I want to thank the zoning committee for their very hard work on this particular issue. Councilor Balakir is correct. The residents indicated that this wouldn't be a good idea in regards to that particular location. Royal Street ends, it's a dead end. So you go up Royal Street and then there's no out. You have to turn around and come back. It's near the water tower. So due to safety, due to the public concerns, I appreciate the zoning committee under the supervision actually of Councilor Balakir for recommending denial. The planning board also unanimously recommended denial. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Counselor Chomsky.
I want to reiterate that something that we as a board mentioned and that was brought up in discussion was the ADU factor for this parcel. There may be some sort of development that happens there, but due to ADU regulations, there is nothing that we can do. So for the residents that, if they are watching, and I don't know if Councilor Costello can inform them if something does occur, because it was mentioned a few times that night by multiple individuals that he could go the next day, get building permits, and construct an ADU. And there is no way that the city of Chicopee can stop it. So if that does come to it, I think that would be a good thing for the councilor to tell the residents and for all of us, to the general public that's here tonight. There is nothing that we can do, well, very little actually, in terms of that. Thank you.
Counselor Balakir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Councilor, for bringing that up, because I also have in my notes here to mention. Now, the ADU is the accessory dwelling units.
Yep.
And by utilizing the Commonwealth's regulation for accessory dwelling units, also known as ADUs, the applicant could immediately apply for building permits to construct an ADU by right, without a zone change or any other permitting requirements outside of building permits. So again, as the councilor to my right mentioned, that this is something that the Commonwealth has, so this is beyond our control, but at least we're in favor of denying the zone change. So that particular part of this puzzle, that is something that we're denying, or we're recommending for tonight. Thank you.
Counselor Costello.
Yeah, just as a follow-up, I appreciate both councilors discussing the ADU and letting the public know what an ADU is. But their concern, and you're right, in regards to the ADU would be separate. What they didn't want to do is change the course of the land. So the land, because of us, the zone change did not come. The land use will stay as is. And then they can deal with the ADU through the planning department, but that does not change the land use. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Counselor Shumsky, second time.
Thank you. To Councilor Costello, through the chair to Councilor Costello, I don't believe the planning board or planning department controls anything with an ADU.
Right, you're
I
right.
believe that's the building department with permits.
Building department.
I just wanted to clarify that in case residents do ask, or if they are listening right now.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
We have a favorable report from the zoning committee for special permit application under section 275-9L2 for the purpose of an amendment to the original special permit for kennel license. Previously requested 4 French bulldogs, now requesting for a kennel license for 10 and under, located at 25 Mayflower Avenue.
Counselor Balakir.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Mr. President. Motion to approve the special permit application as amended to the original special permit for a kennel license for 10 and under located at 25 Mayflower Avenue.
Motion made and seconded. The favorable zoning committee report be received and the special permit approved this evening. On the motion.
On the motion, thank you. This is also a permit that will be running with the applicant. This was a situation whereby a couple of months ago, I believe it was in June, the applicant came in for the purpose of getting a special permit for 4 pet French bulldogs. But now the applicant came in recently requesting a modification of the original special permit for a kennel license for 10 and under dogs located at 25 Mayflower Avenue. So we had quite an interesting discussion. We also had input from the health department and also from Thomas J. O'Connor, and quite a discussion with the applicant as to see actually what was going to happen at this property. Now, the kennel license definition is really quite broad, and it's quite all-encompassing. So we got into the weeds a little bit more with this applicant. And actually, the applicant kind of explained what this particular business model was going to be looking like. It seems that she's more of a facilitator of getting involved with high-expensive show dogs and not necessarily having 10 dogs on the premises at any given time. But because of the nature of the business that she's involved with, she felt that this was probably the path for her to go to. We also had neighbors that spoke favorably, but again, we also had our health department. They did an inspection before the applicant came in, and also Thomas J. O'Connor came in to take a look at the property to make sure that it could be accommodating. So we had quite a give and take with the session, and again, this is on a case-by-case basis. So we had quite a vetting process. We also had input from the ward councilor as well with this. So we seem to feel pretty comfortable taking a look at this situation. We are also, I think furthermore, we want to take a look at the definition of kennel licenses and whether or not they may be applicable under certain terms for both, say, residential use and also a commercial use. So again, we voted in favor, and this is also a permit to run with the applicant. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Councilor Labrie.
Yeah, that was an interesting meeting. Normally, I would not, allow 10 dogs in a neighborhood, but the neighbors were very happy with her, had nothing but praise, and Lisa Sanders, Board of Health, and the TJO representative, we asked for their recommendation if they thought it was a good idea, and they did. And I just want to emphasize that, if it is a special permit, and if it doesn't go as it is planned, like we talked about that night, we can call that in. And so I just want to let everybody know that, we don't normally, that's a large amount of dogs, but she said she may have 5, she may have 4, she may have 7, but, she just wanted to get to that, 10 in case somebody had a litter and she ended up with 3 or 4. And I know the rule in that says you have 6 months without to go over. Like if you have 3 in your house and you have a litter, I believe you have 6 months to go back down to the 3. So that's what kind of a meeting we had. And at the end of that, all of that, I was for it.
Thank you. Any other comments? Councilor Shumsky.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be brief. I just want to say about in regards to the kennel licenses that we approved tonight, we look at these on a case-by-case basis. TJO and Lisa Sanders gave Ms. Morse flying colors on this report, and there was no complaints from any neighbors. They spoke very positive of the applicant. So I know we have had a few of these kennel licenses come before us in the previous months, and they've been unfavorable, but I want to reiterate that we look at these on a case-by-case basis. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments on Zoom? Roll call.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shane. I didn't see you.
Sorry. Yeah, this, based on the pictures were shown, was probably one of the nicest houses. I mean, she had dog treadmills and everything you can imagine, proper boundaries with a fence and proper shading from the backyard. So she certainly takes this job very seriously, and it's kind of nice to see that someone loves a pet as much as I'm sure all of us do. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Shane?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And a motion passes.
Be it ordered that the engineering department evaluate the no parking here to corner signs at the intersection of Sanford Street and Hamden Street to consider extending it to a distance of 40 feet from the current location on both sides of Sanford Street.
Councilor Brooks.
Make a motion that the order be received and sent to the ordinance committee for a public hearing.
Motion made, second, the order be received and sent to the ordinance committee for public hearing. On the motion.
On the motion, Councilor Flam and I received a call from a constituent. It's very difficult to get out of Hamden Street at that point if too many cars are parking within the 20-foot designation as currently constituted.
Yeah, it's an ordinance.
Well, he's just asking for them to evaluate.
To evaluate.
He's asking for their,
Just hold on. We're all set?
if they say yes, then he'll have to say.
Okay, we were just questioning something. Okay, any other comments? Roll call, please.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushane?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
Be it ordained by the City Council that the Code of the City of Chicopee for the year 1991 as amended, being hereby further amended as follows. Add to Chapter 260-37.1, engine brakes prohibited. Add James Street from the intersection of Prospect Street heading west to Cyrick Street line.
Councilor Costello.
Motion that the order be received and referred to the ordinance committee for a public hearing.
Motion made and second, the order be received, take its first reading and report, sent to the ordinance committee for a public hearing. On the motion.
Yeah, this is self-explanatory in regards to the James Street traffic and the trucks. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushane?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
We have an application for a new home occupation license at 269 Chicopee Street for the purpose of doing online car sales. Cars will be delivered by Seaport from Auctions. Ahmed Osman, 269 Chicopee Street, apartment number 1.
Councilor Brooks.
Make a motion that the new application be received and referred to the license committee for a public hearing.
Motion made and seconded. The application for a new home occupancy license be received and sent to the License Committee for a public hearing. On the motion, please.
We'll take it to the committee.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
An application for a new special permit under section 275-51.1 of the municipal zoning ordinance for the purpose of erecting a tent in front of a building at 603 New Ludlow Road for the purpose of greeting guests, providing church information, facilitating brief community connection before and after services, and to create a safer environment inside the lobby.
Counselor Balakir.
603 New Ludlow.
Motion to receive the new special permit application and refer to the zoning committee, planning, building and engineering department for a public hearing.
Motion made and seconded. The application for a new special permit received, sent to zoning, planning, building, and engineering for a public hearing. On the motion, please.
On the motion, Mr. President, we'll take this up in committee.
Thank you. Any comments from the floor? Any comments from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Bree?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Mary Beth?
Yes.
9
Sorry.
yes.
Sorry.
And the motion passes.
Okay, 21 through 22 are 2025 Class 2 license renewals. David Damaris, doing business as Pioneer Auto Sales and Vitale Auto Sales.
Counselor Brooks.
Make a motion that the Class 2 license renewals be approved with current restrictions.
Motion made and seconded that the 2025 Class 2 license renewals be approved this evening with their restrictions. On the motion.
Unless anybody has any concerns.
Any concerns from the floor? Any concern from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
2025 Class 3 license renewal, A-Truck Collision Service.
Counselor Brooks.
Make a motion that the 2025 Class 3 license renewal be received and approved with current restrictions.
Motion made and seconded. 2025 Class 3 license renewal be received and approved this evening. On the motion.
On the motion, unless anybody has any concerns.
Any concerns from the floor? Any concerns from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
24 and 25 are 2025 auto body license renewals, A-Truck Collision Service, Inc., and Vitale's Auto Body.
Counselor Brooks.
Make a motion that the 2025 auto body license renewals be received and approved this evening with current restrictions.
Motion made and seconded that 2025 auto body license renewals be received and approved this evening with the restrictions. On the motion.
On the motion, unless anybody has any concerns.
Any concerns from the floor? Any concerns from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
2025 auto repair license renewal, Gallagher's Old Fashioned Service, Inc.
Counselor Brooks.
Make a motion that the 2025 auto repair license renewals be received and approved this evening with current restrictions.
Motion made and seconded that 2025 auto repair license renewals be received and approved this evening with the restrictions. On the motion.
Unless anybody has a concern.
Any concerns from the floor? Any concerns from Zoom? Seeing none, roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Crumpets?
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
And the motion passes.
That's it.
Thank you. Counselor Brooks, announcements?
Yes. Just want to thank everybody for coming out and voting last Tuesday, exercising your civic duty. It was a little bit disappointing with the amount of turnout we had, but I do thank all the folks who came out and voted. Thank you very much.
Counselor Goff.
I'd like to thank everyone that came out to vote and all the poll workers for all of their hard work, and Keith Rattel, and also give a shout out to Fruit Fair supermarket that brought us hot coffee and sustenance because it was freezing.
Thank you. Councilor Kushein.
Yep, I too echo the everybody coming out. It was a little bit slower than normal. Almost like a primary, but I did like catching up with those people who I haven't seen in a while as they came to the polls.
Councilor Shumsky.
Thank you. I also want to thank all the voters for giving me an A+ on my report card or scorecard, whatever you call it. I think it was a beautiful day at the clerk's office. They did a wonderful job. To all the voters who entrusted me and elected me for another 2 years, I promise I will do the best job that I can to represent you and lead Ward 6 in the city of Chicopee into 2026 and 2027. I'm looking forward to working with my new colleagues and my current colleagues. I also would like to take this time to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day, and to all the veterans who have served, thank you. And I also have some very good news for the city and our nonprofits. So every July, at the end of June, for beginning of July, there's the AJGA tournament. This year we got $7,000 back from that, and $2,300 got divided into going to the Sunshine Village, Boys and Girls Club, and Lorraine's Soup Kitchen. So I want to give a shout out to Mike O'Neill and the staff at the Chicopee Country Club for they do an outstanding job every year, and to our golf commission for allowing them to come every year. I'm looking forward to next year. I know some of you guys go up there. It's a wonderful event, and this is a beautiful thing, not only for Ward 6, but for the city of Chicopee. So thank you.
Councilor Balakir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. I also want to echo my fellow councilors' sentiments regarding the election. It was a chilly day out there, but sunny, no snow, no rain. So that was really helpful, and all the people that were involved in the voting process, both voting and the ones who facilitated the election, kudos to you. I want to thank my constituents in my ward who've entrusted me for another 2 years to keep an eye on things, and I appreciate their help and their support. And I also want to give a shout out, as the mayor did, to Chicopee High soccer team. And when I was a senior at CHS way back when, my soccer team made the New England Championship. So let's hope that they can repeat that. And also, Veterans Day is coming up on the 11th. Please support any vets that you know. Freedom is not free. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor LaBrie.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to congratulate all the newly elected officials. I also like to congratulate Chicopee High Soccer and Chicopee Comp Football for outstanding season so far, and let's hope they bring back some more championships. Thank you.
Councilor Crumpets.
I, too, would like to congratulate all the councilors that are incumbent and returning, and those new faces that will be on the council next year. It was a windy and rather chilly day, but I, too, wanted to extend thank yous to Fruit Fair for coming out, because literally I was starving and getting ready for my relief to come and go home and eat, and literally moments before my relief arrived, they came with a sandwich and some soda and chips, and it was like, that was exactly what I needed to keep moving forward. So shout out to Fruit Fair. And then also, please observe Veterans Day. That'll be coming up next week. And, to salute to all of our veterans for the sacrifices and the work that they've done for this country. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Costello.
Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. We certainly appreciate all that they have done to keep our country free. And I was at the mayor's meeting today at the Chicopee Council on Aging, and the issue of snow came up. So what was discussed was make sure that everyone pays attention to the streets. Do you park on the left side, the right side? And the mayor's office does a very good job making sure that the public is informed each and every snowstorm where appropriate parking is to be done. And also I want to thank Clerk Rattel and his staff for all their hard work on Election Day. People in Fairview seem to be very happy so far with the lighting. I didn't get any complaints, and not complaints, but more concerns. But thank you, Clerk Rotel for putting that extra effort in. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Councilor Kushein, I cut you off. Did you have, were you done?
I forgot to mention, I wanted to give a big shout out to Chicopee Electric Light. They had a really rough weekend on the 31st and the 1st because I was with them for all the poles they were replacing, and they never ceased to amaze me with their ingenuity. So on Meadow Street, they actually removed the transformer because the pole was in pieces, but they put it on another pole and all its components got power restored while they waited for the pole to arrive to swap all the secondary and primary lines. So don't see that a lot. I was with another officer who had probably been on 1,000 of these and never seen that happen before. So kudos to them for thinking outside the box, get that power restored fast. And big thanks to Holyoke Gas and Electric for coming out and helping on that day. And again, the same thing on Burnett Road. What should have taken 12 hours probably took 5.
Thank you.
So.
And I just want to say just a comment here. Actually, Councilor Shumsky said a little bit about it. As you know, we always are told we have a report card. And I've always said one thing is the report card at the end of the year comes with November when we get reelected for doing our job. And so, again, I want to thank everybody. You all got a good report card. You're all back here. But I also want to thank the two who did not run again. Gary, you would have had a good report card. And Fred, you would have had a good report card. Because we work, as I always say, we work as a team and we get stuff done. We may not always agree. So I'm glad we all are back. That means we did a decent job, as it was mentioned. And Keith, I want to congratulate you too, because you got mad at me the last time because I didn't congratulate you for doing a great job. But I also want to congratulate all your staff. They do the most of the work with you and help you.
Thank you very
But
much.
I also want to give the facilities department, who helps him get the stuff out there for the people, our facilities. They do a great job. With that, you want to say a comment?
No, they work hard, yep.
Yeah, they work hard. Thank you. I'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion made and second to adjourn. Roll call.
President Laflamme?
Yes.
Brooks?
Yes.
Goff?
Yes.
Valkir?
Yes.
Kravitz,
Yes.
Chomsky?
Yes.
Kushein?
Yes.
Labrie?
Yes.
Pena Costello?
Yes.
9 yes.
Have a good night.